I have to pick. I mean, honestly, between this game and the next one, ODST. Don't know
Hmm.
which one is my favorite.
Yeah, they're great campaigns. It's been so long since I played any of them though. Like what I was saying in the last episode of the Let's Play here. Like I haven't played this campaign since it first came out. Like I haven't even. This is as far as I've gotten in the campaign for the anniversary edition.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I still haven't beat it.
So you got you don't have any of the achievements then. You need to get
That's.
those. Legendary solo.
Oh man, see, I did it on the original Xbox, and I just haven't brought myself to go through that hellish grind again, especially
I
on the
know.
flood levels.
Oh, the flood levels on. Yeah, there's some tricks that you can use, but man, they are just a pain. Flood
Yeah,
was no joke.
I know, man. Especially like the Halo 3 flood. Dear God, they are like some of them I think are actually invincible unless you get like a certain weapon.
My pick would be the sword.
Yeah, that seems to do the trick on most of them.
I, what are those? I don't even know what they are. I think they're the hunters converted to flood or something. I don't know what they
Hmm.
are, but they could change forms.
Right.
Yeah, those are just terrible to take down unless you got a sword.
Yeah, yeah, no. Like I think those are the ones, if I'm not mistaken, that can morph into like the ones where they like plant themselves on the wall and then like shoot
Yeah.
projectiles at you. Oh my God, I hate those things.
Oh, the worst is that man, I don't even know what level it's called, but you're going through the. It looks like you're going through a bio film or something. I mean, everything is just covered in brown stuff, and you go through that whole area. I get lost in there every time,
Hmm.
and they plant themselves way up high on the ceiling, and you're just getting shot, and it's like, a legendary. Oh my God, that's just a pain.
Yeah, I did Halo 1, 3, and ODST, I believe, on my last account that I had on Legendary. But Halo 2, impossible. And Halo 4, I never, like, I think I started the grind, but never actually fell through with it.
You know, I never did Halo 2 on Legendary. Honestly, I do it for the achievements, and that's probably about it.
Hmm.
And Halo 2, there's no achievements. But there will be this time.
Indeed, sir. So, all right, so let's talk about what's going on here in the story exactly, Crazed, with all of your knowledge of Halo lore. For what I gather here, the 343 Guilty Spark pretty much just tricked Master Chief. I guess not intentionally tricked him, because I guess he just assumed that he knew that he was going to activate the Halo ring here, which is going to pretty much destroy everything that the Flood can eat and starve it to death. Is that pretty much on track right there?
Yeah, it's pretty close to exactly what he's going on. Cortana basically calls him out on it and says, nope, you're not going to do that. Which is,
What?
I love this story. It's so good.
Hmm.
My favorite part in this is when they did bring out the flood. Honestly, that was I did not expect it. I don't know if when you play through this game the first time, you're fighting the Covenant, and you're destroying them and everything else, and then all of a sudden you got these space zombies, and it's just like, what did this come from?
Yeah, I remember being so scared. Like whenever you find that Marine's helmet down there, and like you actually watch what happened to them, like in his perspective, was one of the most creepiest things I've seen like in a video game ever.
Oh yeah, Jenkins, Private Jenkins, I think.
Yeah.
It is. Now, believe it or not,
Get that door open.
Jenkins was in the what book was it? Contact Harvest. He was trained by Sergeant Johnson.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
he was a militia guy. It was just like the planet was needing some defense, and they were training the population, the civilians, to be part of that.
It's cool. So, like, pretty much Johnson got to handpick his squad, and that's what you saw in that video.
No, he
At
didn't
least
get to
seems like
hand
that's what
pick
that would
them.
imply.
Yeah, he got to. He was basically sent to that planet to train the people to help defend against Covenant invasion, which is really cool. I think that was really nice that was a good story. Contact Harvest. Now as we know now, Contact Harvest was not the original Contact of the Covenant. Yeah, that was closer to what was that story? Forward Unto Dawn.
Yeah, because I remember they were looking at that video and when that elite popped up and they had like no idea what it was. I'm gonna be honest with you, like Forward Unto Dawn scared the living crap out of me. I don't know what it was, like just the way it was shot was just so fear provoking. Like I felt like I was actually getting invaded by like some unknown alien race. I could just feel like how scared these kids must have been, like just in their basic training, and all of a sudden like this whole entirely new enemy comes up.
That's so well done, man. I loved Forward Unto Dawn. I even watch it, and believe it or not, my wife will watch it with me. She likes it too.
Yeah, like I mean, it's not just a good Halo movie. Like it's just a good movie in general.
May not have had all the super production values of like a Marvel movie or anything, but man, it was still very, very good. Especially for Halo guys. I mean, they just, I should have probably done that, but.
well, I'm not going to drop down there. Oh wait, what are your shields like?
I have no shields, and I have no ammo.
Rapscallion here to save the day.
I'm completely out of freaking ammo.
Oh god, 2 elites. Oh, that was me. I totally just killed you there.
So when Master Chief Collection comes out, like one of the biggest questions everybody has is like, hey, what are you going to do first? My thing I'm going to do first is I'm going to watch Halo Nightfall, the first episode of that, because I think that's going to be amazing. I think the production value has been increased a lot.
Oh, yeah. I think now that they've seen like the potential of a live series, like especially like with the success of Forward Unto Dawn, because I think like it actually won like some awards from what I understand.
It did. It actually won like I couldn't tell you the exact number, but it won several awards, I think.
Yeah, that's really really awesome. Microsoft has like written an infinite amount of blank checks to 343. Like they're putting everything they have into Halo, which is freaking awesome.
It is. I mean, it's about time, I think, that they really get some support. And Halo 4, like I said, was good, but I think, number one, they were rushed, and they weren't able to finish it the way they really wanted to finish it.
I was, like, I couldn't help but imagine, like, what Halo 4 would have been like if it was a launch title for the Xbox One. Because I think, like, if they would have just pushed it back one more year, like, how substantial of a difference it would have made.
It would have made a lot of difference, but I would honestly think it probably wouldn't have been a good thing. And I say that in the best way I possibly can is what they probably would have done is we still would have had all the extra stuff like Infinity Slayer and stuff like that. We would have had all that. But I think by Halo 4 coming out on the Xbox 360 instead of the launch title on the Xbox One, 343 learned so much on what the community wants. So I think it probably ended up being a good thing in the long run.
Yeah, I can see that.
And we do have to deal with a lot of issues right now, but I think we are going to see so much improvement.
Yeah, I think they just, think in that scenario even more so through, like, if Halo 4 launched the way that it did, like with Sprint, and which honestly, I mean, Sprint is kind of a leave it or take it sort of thing for me.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like that.
But like if they launched it with all the issues that they had, especially on a next gen console, I just don't. I definitely see that leaving a really really bad taste in a lot of people's mouth, and like just furthering their doubts for Halo.
Yeah.
Especially because before that was Reach. Now that on the next gen, like it just would not play out very well.
And you're going to be sitting with that one for the next 3 years.
Right.
Yeah. I think in the long run it works out better for everybody. I think 343, like I said, learns so much from that game. I mean, they took their lashes from the community, like big time.
Yeah, and I remember being so mad at like just how negative people were being towards the game, but like in the end, I think like it actually paid off. Like I think that was actually a good thing, because if it wasn't for all like the negative feedback that they got for Halo 4, we might not, see the revamp and the competitive focus of that they're doing for Halo 5.
We would probably see what we're seeing now for Halo 4, and that'd be on the Xbox One. It would look pretty. Halo 4 looks very pretty,
Right.
But I just don't think that's where Halo needs to go. And people would argue that with me, I'm sure, because you got the very casual community. You just want to have a good time, which is fine. I have no problem with the casual side.
Yeah.
Absolutely none at all.
Right.
But I think it's the competitive community that really keeps the game going in the long run.
Definitely. Yeah, because that's what got me hooked into Halo. Like I remember I never really took Halo as like a crazy competitive game. Like I remember like as competitive as I would get is playing like free for alls with people in my neighborhood, and I would always like try to outscore everyone. But to the level that people took it, like the pros for Halo 2 and 3, like I would have never thought a game could be like that intense. So it's just you see what's possible with the game, and then that makes a lot of people strive to get to that skill level.
Yeah, I'm still striving.
yeah, me too, man. I'm nowhere near that level.
Oh, honestly, you take a look at
Flood. Oh god.
Don't say flood. I got no ammo. But you honestly, I'm sure you watched the competitive game at Gamescom.
Oh
my God, it's just felt so good to watch a competitive game again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh crap! I'm dead.
Craze is here. Don't worry about that.
Don't die, Crazed. Yeah, man. I was so excited whenever they had that tournament, man.
And they're doing another one at PAX too, which is amazing. I can't wait for that. I'm actually off that weekend, so I'm going to be watching it.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah, they're actually going to be doing Forge at PAX too, which I know you're probably jumping out of your seat for.
Yeah, I don't know if you jumped on that online when they did that second little broadcast, 343. But if you did, there were so many forgers there. It's like, where's the forge?
Oh, like people were asking him where it
show
it off.
There was a little bit of disappointment there, and I was very disappointed as well. But if it ends up being like, they need a little more time to make sure it's ready to go and show it to us, I'm understandable of that. I can understand that. So.
Yeah, I think it's also too like you gotta keep like the spoon-fed aspect of it, like, because it's like if they just pour everything out there all at once, then there's like nothing else to show, nothing to keep you hyped until actual game comes out.
But we're greedy.
Right.
We are. We see we want more, and they show us little little pieces, and we're like, I want to see a little bit more of that. I don't want to. Show me some competitive stuff. Show me some Forge. We want to see all of that. At least I do.
I totally agree. But I just like from the business point of it, as far as like just keeping people, like you just got to dangle that carrot just a little bit in front of them,
Yeah, I understand that, but it's so frustrating. You want to know everything, but it's not there yet.
Yeah, so what are some of your expectations? Like, what are you hoping to see for Forge whenever they announce it?
My thing is I want to see them do a budget increase. Actually, a matter of fact, a huge budget increase for all the games. I want to see all that. I want to see budget restrictions removed for individual pieces. If you ever done any forging, it's just such a pain that you got something going and you need 101 wall pieces and you are given 99. It's just a little frustrating.
Yeah, so they only let you use just a X amount of one specific piece.
Yeah.
Even though you're still within the budget.
Even though you're still within the budget, so I'd love to see that removed.
So so not only in just like Halo 2 Anniversary, but you're saying like in retrospect, like for all the previous games to remove that feature as well.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's even possible. I mean, I'm sure it is with.
I figure as long as you stay within the max budget line, I don't see why it would be a problem. Especially on the Xbox One, I don't see it being a problem at all.
Yeah.
Wish I had a shotgun right now.
Yeah, I keep picking up like shotgun rounds everywhere. Oh god, 2 elites.
Hey, that's why I haven't found any shotguns. But
oh god.
one of the other things I'm really looking forward to, and none of it's actually confirmed right now, is a Forge World on Halo 2. We got Coagulation coming. I could easily see that be a Forge World 2.0 is what I'm calling it.
Oh, really? Okay, so like kind of
Ooh,
he had a rocket launcher.
I'm dead. I mean, that would be amazing. I'd love to dive into that. But even then, Halo 4, I got a couple maps I want to remake. There you go, a little teabag action. A little Gandhi teabag in action.
Yeah, like Trident is honestly by far one of the best maps I've seen. Like it's like matchmaking quality, like no joke.
Yeah, I really
love that map.
Doing that one. And Spider helped me out with it, and he put in a few extra things, and it's like, wow, that really works well.
Yeah, I like the man cannon that he put at the back of the base. That was really, really cool.
So yeah, I'm gonna be reforging that when that does come available. Plus, I want to reforge that Octagon map.
Yeah, I saw your video for that. I haven't got a chance to play it yet, though. That looks really cool. Like you said, like it gives you a more organic feel of playing online instead of like everybody just spawning and looking at each other. Yeah. Actually got some elevation. Oh, hey, here's a shotgun up here if you want one.
Ooh, your shotgun?
Yeah, up on that platform.
I think you picked up all the rounds.
No, it's up on the platform above you. See the blood splatter right here?
Looking.
Yeah, jump up there. There's a guy. He just had a shotgun I killed.
Oh, okay, that platform.
Yeah.
Let's see.
These onions.
So clunky. Yeah,
nice.
Shotgun.
Yeah, crouch jump is so weird in this game. Oh!
You know, I have to say that Elementary has got a great series going on right now.
Oh, I know, man. The Halo Evolution is so good.
He's giving everybody the tips and tricks right now on all the idiosyncrasies of every single game, and that is going to be huge when that game launches.
Oh, yeah, because, like, newcomers are going to have, like, no idea. Like, if it were me, like if I never played a Halo game before, like I would just assume that all the games just pretty much play the same, especially if you're coming from Call of Duty standpoint.
Yep.
Because I mean, it's pretty much every game has the same exact control scheme, and there's like minor little tweaks as far as like what you can equip to your character, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. So that's going to be really, really interesting to see some newcomers in the community, how they're going to feel about it.
You know, my honest opinion is I just wonder how people are... Ooh, wow, I'm dead.
Did he get you?
All of a sudden, we're dead. I just wonder how people are going to receive the older games. I mean, honestly, you think about it.
This way?
Are we going the wrong way? I think we're going the wrong way.
I think it's this way,
yeah. Receive the older games when there's no armor abilities, there's no... anything like that. You got power-ups on maps and stuff like that. I just kind of wonder, because to be absolutely honest, I think somebody's video, I want to say it was Duquesne's video, somebody posted on there that says, wow, that map when they revealed Shrine, the Sanctuary remake, they said, wow, that looks like the Halo 2, I'm sorry, not the Halo 2, that looks like the one from Reach. And it's like, Yeah, it's because it's from Halo 2. I mean, they don't
Oh wow,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, that's completely new map to them.
That's crazy. It's crazy to think because there's like 2 generations that are gonna be playing this game.
Yeah. So I'm just really curious to how the newer generations are really going to take off and see these older games and see how well it plays.
Yeah, there's actually a Nade Shot, which is like pretty much I guess the T squared of the Halo, or I'm sorry, the COD community, and he's like legit excited for Master Chief Collection. So it's really cool to see somebody from that, a leader of that community, getting hyped for it. Because of course, if he is, then anybody who follows him is going to be as well.
Yeah, I really hope so, because I love Halo and I want it to be up in ranks again, because it's such a good game. The story's great, its multiplayer is really good, and what more can you ask for?
Yeah, and that's an interesting video that Lurker Zero put up here recently. I don't know if you watched it, where he was talking about like how Quindel Hoyo seems to pretty much be like dead set on Halo 5 being as competitive as possible. So like some of the key things he said was that each game type was going to have a ranked, like we're pretty much, he's not a big fan of the ranked and social split. Like everything should be ranked, which is kind of not the truth, honestly.
That's definitely not something I would agree with. Mainly because, like I said, sometimes I feel like putting on my try-hard pants and going all out, and sometimes I just feel like having a good time with my friends, and that's just 2 different game styles.
Yeah. One of the interesting things that he said in that too is like all the games are going to be ranked, so that way everybody would play the game as it's intended to, which I thought was really odd, because it's like the thing that makes Halo great is like there is no one specific way to play it.
Could you how do you put a rank on Action Sack? I mean, seriously, how do you put a rank on that? and that's not the only thing. You know what? I mean, Halo 3 had a Slayer game type, and I know you know this, is Team Rockets. How do you put rank on Team Rockets?
Oh crap, I'm dead.
Oh, well, that's not good, because I'm being attacked.
Yeah, because that was in the Social Slayer.
Yeah, that was in the Social Slayer. And that's why that needs to be split up. You just can't put a rank on everything, because sometimes the game mechanics just won't support it.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest downfalls of the CSR system, is that exact thing.
I would agree with that. I think the CSR system is flawed, like a lot. You're getting way ahead of me there, but the reason I say that is, honestly, people will get online and they'll see somebody with a higher KD or whatever else, and they'll just like, I'm out of here, and they'll just bail out. You just saw my dead body.
Your body just flopped in front of me.
Yeah, you went down the elevator before I was ready, so I just jumped. Followed you down. But how excited are you about Halo 2 ranks returning? I think that is just freaking amazing.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that, man. I think like everybody in the Halo community pretty much is. To be honest with you, like I never really got to play Halo 2 online that much. So I'm not really too experienced with the ranking system, but to have something as simple as that, like pretty much like you lose, you go down a rank, you win, you go up a rank.
Yep.
And like just something like with zero confusion as far as like your true skill is something that I'm really pumped for.
Yeah, I think.
But at the same time, I don't want everything to be
ranked.
Like right.
Yeah, and I don't want to go into custom games to go if I want to just screw around and have fun. Which is great, and I love doing that. It's definitely a lot of potential there to do that. But sometimes I'm not in that mood. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that was interesting too, like because he said, like, just going back to Del Hoyo's conversation on Twitter, he was saying like if you did want to play like a casual game type, like to do it in a custom game. So I mean that can be pretty dang hard to do, you know, if you don't have like too many friends that are online playing Halo. So I don't know, just one of the ideas in my head that kind of popped up, like if you're gonna play a casual custom game, like wouldn't it be nice to actually have like a custom game
lobby?
I guess, well, not like a custom game lobby, but I guess like a search engine, kind of like where you can actually like search for different lobbies that are open and go and play in those instead of like having to wait for your actual friends to get on to have a custom game with them. Like it'd be pretty cool. So I mean, like a lot of games are doing that already, where you can just like search for custom games that people have already open and just join them.
Yeah, I have heard rumor, and of course take a rumor for what it's worth, is that custom games, you're going to be able to create your own custom setup, and then you basically put it out there and people will be able to join you in that custom game setup. Now, like I said, take that for what it's worth with a grain of salt. Who knows if that's going to happen.
Yeah, that would be great. Like you could fill up custom lobbies like in no time without having to be, you know, constricted to people that are on your friends list or just like recent players. To have anybody able to search for, like have like filters, like say they want to play specifically on Sanctuary, and they can just look for all the custom matches that are on Sanctuary, and boom, you get a full lobby. Like that would be so great.
It would. Yeah. Just like custom flood or infection maps. It's like I know a lot of people like playing those. I'm not a particularly big fan of infection or flood, but I know it's a hugely popular game type. Can you just get in there and play all those creative maps online, or play some of the best maps in the history of Halo? It'd just be really good to have. So I'm hoping, but I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah, I don't want to get too hyped for it, just for it to not even happen. But that would be such a huge step in the right direction, I think.
I think it's very possible. Look at that. Look what you got.
Hop on in, sir.
I could use a ride.
Dude, this ice has like 0 traction. There we go.
I know, right? That was actually, I think that was very unique to Halo CE, because it had ice, and it had multiplayer maps that had ice in it, and you would slide around on it.
Yeah, I remember doing that on Sidewinder.
I mean, it's just the little things that made this game so great in the beginning. So it's like, yeah, I'm on ice, I'm sliding around, I gotta be extra careful how I'm driving.
Yeah, I remember it blew my mind the first time when I got into a Warthog. Like, because previous to that, like any sort of vehicle that I had driven in a video game, like you had to hit like A for gas and B for brakes, you know, like there's like a specific button that either of those, and to have it where you just press up on the D-pad or the joystick was like, just blew my mind. Like it just felt so right.
Yeah, that was actually a really big deal, honestly. You think about it, and then they had, you know what, I don't think they did it in Halo 2. No, they did it in Halo 2, where you could actually start getting some of the Marines, they'll jump in and they'll drive you. Halo CE, I don't think they would drive you, but they would get in the back and shoot stuff.
Yeah, I wish. Oh crap! Brave.
Of course. Are you dead?
No, I'm alive.
Of course, the AE was really retarded. Could not drive anything anywhere. And just look at Kat in Halo Reach.
Really need to buff that AI for sure. Like the thing is though, is like whenever they're on your side, like they're the dumbest things on the planet. But as soon as like you betray them, like it's freaking on, man. Like they are out for blood when it comes to Master Chief.
I think I just died there. Here we go.
Oh, there's a bench.
Yeah.
Oh no, never mind. It's destroyed.
Yeah, Kat has caused more deaths than I think the Covenant ever did. She was terrible. She was it was that Reach mission, I think, the one where they jump over the bridge and everything. She killed more Spartans in that because they let her drive. She would drive them off or run them over.
What do you
it was just entertaining.
I need a gunner.
I can believe how many fails I saw with that.
Yeah, there's like people made like montages for like how many times she failed as a driver.
She was the worst. But it was funny. It was hilarious. I think you should do some more of that. Some fail montages. There we go. We got him.
Nicely done. Okay. Now...
I think we get into Banshees now.
Yeah, we gotta go to the Banshee. The waypoint is way up at the tippy top of the map.
I'm gonna get in the Warthog again.
What? You all know where.
Oh, the English... Oh, I'm trying to boost. I'm firing my cannon. The English-speaking elites and grunts, I think, made the game, in my opinion, in a lot of ways. I was just laugh so hard at some of the things they'd say. Did I shoot? No, that's...
Now, okay, so just kind of from a lore point of view, like, are they actually speaking English? Like, do they actually know the English language, or is that just something for, I guess, the player to enjoy? Oh crap! I don't even know what just happened, but I just died.
From the lore point of view, some elites do know how to speak English. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the grunts do. Oh, I just got shot out of the air.
I think that's how I died.
But the biggest thing is, I'm driving, I think, or you're driving.
I'm driving.
Is that during CE, which is why you don't hear the elites speaking English, mm-hmm. is because the humans did not decipher their language yet. At least that's my theory. Then afterwards, the AIs, of course, deciphered their language and are able to convert it. And since you're a Spartan with a AI named Cortana,
right,
she converts it, and you can hear English from Halo 2 and Halo 3.
Gotcha. Okay. So, like, do any humans know how to speak Rapscallion, I assume is what it's called?
Yep, there are some out there that do. I think you just killed me.
Oh no!
Dr.
There's a banshee chasing me. I think he got you.
Dr. Phillips in the Kilo 5 trilogy knows how to speak Sangheili, and of course some other ones. The Kilo 5 trilogy is a very, very good trilogy. Definitely recommend that to anybody. Mm-hmm. It gets into Naomi. She's a Spartan, and her backstory. She finds out her father is an insurrectionist. She finds out a lot of stuff about her past, which is really hard on her, to say the least. Right. She's basically being sent to somewhere else to take care of that. And I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but in case anybody hasn't read the books. But just imagine being sent after your father and having to take him out. Yep, looks like you got dead too. All right, let's try this again, shall we? We're going to get this.
Indeed, sir.
And we don't even have this on Legendary. But, man, I'm really hoping that they bring those English-speaking grunts back. I mean, that was just the best. Even the brutes, I loved watching them, too. Some of the stuff the brutes did was just hilarious.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to have, like, any, like, peeing brute Easter eggs now, or are they gonna have like any new ones?
The pea and brute Easter egg. I remember coming across that. I was like, "What in the?" Yep, he's peeing.
Yeah.
See if I can take out this thing. I'm gonna try to take out this raid.
I'm in the Banshee. Oh, there's two of them trying to kill you. Holy crap.
I don't know. I just love doing this. Did we get that? Nope.
Is the race still alive?
Yeah, the race still alive. I got one more. I got a couple more rockets to fire at it. If it'll sit still for a minute.
Got him. He's dead.
There we go.
Alright, one Banshee dead, and then one more. We're good to go. Where is he? There he is. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, sir.
I'm going to get my Banshee. Now we taking that beast out. Or is there a Banshee? There it is. I got it.
Yeah, there should be a second one down there.
I'm so used to the Halo 4 controls. I'm trying to boost and there is no boost.
Yeah, like L triggers the Banshee bomb now.
That's changed too. I wonder, honestly, are they going to change that in Halo Master Chief Collection 2? Because the Banshee's controls changed a lot.
Yeah, it was like every game they changed.
Because you got the boost, and sometimes you don't, like this one. The tricks. I mean, this doesn't have any tricks either.
Do they have those in Halo 2?
Halo 2 they did. Halo 2
they did?
Yeah. You must be over there. I was taking.
Yeah.
I'm
going to teleport you here any second. There you go. Oh. Now the second gun or whatever. So okay, so the mission here is we're making these guns inoperable, right? Or like the firing mechanisms for the Halo ring. That's what we're doing here?
Actually, this mission here is we're just basically becoming an annoyance to Guilty Spark.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll have to take care and fix this stuff before, so we can concentrate. Oh. Ooh, did I just kill you? I got rockets. I'll back up, see if I can't get you to spawn back in. I think that's the mission right here. And here is the flood.
Oh boy, oh boy.
And it's been a little while since I've played this campaign, but I think we just want to make Guilty Spark preoccupied so we can do what we need to do.
Yeah, I think from here, like, the mission is to make our way to the Pillar of Autumn. But to do that, yeah, exactly. We're pretty much just making like a diversion for 343, so that way we can make our way to the big old fireworks.
To the mall. The classic, the Warthog run. Man, I love that Warthog run.
Mm-hmm. I love how they recreated it too in Halo 3 at the end. That's such a perfect homage to the original game.
That's actually one of my favorite missions. I don't know why, but it was. It's just so incredibly fun. I can't tell you how many times I died.
Oh yeah, on the Halo 3 one?
Yeah. Make a mistake and go right over the edge.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and once you play it a couple of times, you start to see the pattern. You're like a pro at it in no time.
Yeah, it's very good. I love that. There's like always one in every game. Is there one in Halo 2? I don't know if they did one in Halo 2.
I don't think there was one to that extent.
Halo 3 had the ending. Halo 4 had the ghost.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this one, of course, was the Maw.
Holy crap! That guy has a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
And so does he. Oh.
Did you die? I should probably just get out and let you respawn.
Oh, I'm out of here.
Here we go. See if there's anything else around these corners. And I remember when I first played this, it was, oh my god, I was just hooked immediately.
Ooh.
I think this is where door only opens part way. So no banshees for you.
Oh man. So gross. Well, okay, where did the flood originate from? Like, I know like they were a huge threat and all, but like, what caused them to begin with? Like, where'd they come from?
They actually are reminiscence of the precursors. They're actually sent to basically test out the Forerunners and, of course, test out humans to see who's going to basically carry on the mantle. So they're essentially precursors.
Okay. And what's a precursor exactly?
A precursor is basically in the Halo universe is they created the Forerunners, they created the humans, and they created a lot of other different things. And they were basically tier 0 technology. If you ever watch Frozen Sword, he's talked about that before. Forerunners were like tier 1 technology, which means they're like right next to them, but the precursors obviously beat them out. But in the Halo universe, as to where this infestation comes this time around, they came from a separate or another galaxy, and they came as dust. And the humans found the dust, and they started putting it in their pets and stuff like that.
What? Putting dust in their pets?
Yeah, because it had some odd properties, made them change a little bit. But it wasn't to the point where they are right now.
Mm-hmm.
It was just something that humans did. But then it started becoming more aggressive, and of course, and then it started turning into the flood that we know, where it just simulates every living creature that has enough mass and size to change to a flood.
Okay, so when you say the humans put it on their pets, you're talking about like prehistoric humans, like cavemen, right? Or are you talking about like civilized humans?
No, it was civilized humans back in the Human Forerunner War, because that was humans were right there, right next to the Forerunners, in technology-wise, before that. But there was a huge war, and my theory is, and I can't verify it right now, but I think the humans were fighting the flood because they basically kind of instigated or incubated them, more or less, through their pets and through their people, etc. Crap, you cannot board a Banshee.
Yep. Halo 2.
So they began fighting the flood, and I think my theory is that Forerunner planets would start getting infected, and so the humans would go to their planets and go, yep, there's an infection here, and might even just be 2 or 3 spores, but they would find it, they detect it, and they would destroy the whole planet and be done with it and move on. So they were fighting the flood, and then of course the Forerunners, not liking this, they're destroying their planets, but it's for a good reason.
Mm-hmm.
But of course they're going to get defensive, so the humans were fighting the Forerunners and the flood at the same time, and the humans
so their forces were kind of spread thin at that point then.
Yes, and they actually did beat back the flood. They were able to do that, but then they were in a full-on Forerunner war, and they did lose that war.
Okay, so what time period did this take place, like when the humans fought the Forerunners to begin with?
This had been like 100,000 years ago, approximately.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah. And when the Forerunners won that war, they actually did something. They de-evolved humanity, and the Librarian put them on Erde Tyrene, which is the Forerunner name for Earth, more or less.
Oh, okay. So Earth isn't the humans' home planet.
It was their home planet, but that's where they let them stay.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know what I mean? That's their home planet. That's where you're gonna start from again. And
gotcha.
They did that, and so humans basically had to start completely over again.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the flood resurged because the Forerunners didn't know about it until way later. And then after the flood resurged, the Forerunners were basically incapable of stopping them. Just were not able to do it.
So that's when they fired the Halo rings?
That was their last-ditch effort. I mean, they were literally... The flood was activating all the Promethean star roads and everything else. Not the Promethean, but the precursor star roads, which basically means they can travel anywhere, anytime. And,
so kind of like Mass Effect relays?
Sort of. they're reactivating all the precursor stuff, all their technology, because their precursor technology was pretty much indestructible. I mean, it was lasting forever. The only thing that ever destroyed the precursor technology, which is why you don't see precursor technology here in any of the Halo games, is because the Halo arrays were designed specifically to destroy that.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a lot of stuff happening in the past, and that's why humans and Forerunners don't really get along all that well.
Yeah, so I mean, I know like the Didact obviously is not the biggest fan of humans, and for what I get from it is because he doesn't want them to rise up and take the mantle, like the mantle responsibility of taking care of all the other races, right? Is that like his big quarrel with them?
It would make the Forerunners have to step back, take their place, which is be below humanity, and obviously that does not sit well with the Didact.
Right. But the Librarian doesn't really seem to mind so much. Like, in fact, she actually, like, super evolved Chief in Halo 4, right? Like, made him immune to the Composer, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the Composer. At the beginning, I think she wasn't thrilled with the idea of humanity and everything like that. But I think she came around and kind of accepted the fact that... Ooh, almost died there. Accepted the fact that humanity was meant to take the mantle. They were meant to be stewards of the galaxy, more or less. I don't want to say leaders or rulers of the galaxy, because that's what the Forerunner take is on the mantle is, I believe. And that's the reason why they failed, is they would quell anything that went out of the ordinary. So if like there was a, like for instance sakes, let's say the elites were fighting the brutes, they would pretty much step in, stop it, and it wouldn't be a thing anymore. So all their
they're
technology,
kind of like America for the galaxy.
Yeah, sort of. But then it would the technology and the ability of planets to defend themselves just never was there. So Forerunners basically stood against the Flood alone. And that's mainly why they failed, and they actually went with the Halo Ring solution and then just repopulate the galaxy, which is the Librarian's job. She did I mean, there is so many nuances to the story. I personally want to know, and Frozen Swords brought this up, is what is the Gaius or Gauss or whatever you want to call it, a Master Chief?
The what now?
It's kind of like you're being possessed, and I think I talked about that in your video, but you're not possessed. It's like just an alternate person coinciding in your body, which was placed there. Like the Lord of Admirals was the major, or Didact's biggest problem, human threat. He was basically the big guy in charge, kind of like Admiral Lord Hood was. And they took his personality and put it in a genetic code into humans, and was able to be accessed only at certain occasions and certain times. So I'm just kind of wondering, does the Chief has that? Because he was able to hear the Didact when Cortana could not in Halo 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Frozen Swords brought that up a lot, and I just think that's kind of an interesting thought. I don't know how far they would go with that, but looks like we're actually ending that mission.
Good game, sir. To be continued.
To be continued.
So some other things I'd like to talk about is like to clear up like what exactly the Prometheans are, because like the whole story of Halo 4 was, as far as like the Promethean side of it, or the Forerunner side of it, was like really, really confusing and hard to follow.
Yeah.
So, maybe if you want to join in the next episode, maybe we can discuss it then.
I'd be more than willing to join you again.
Sweet. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching this part of the Let's Play for Halo Anniversary. I want to thank TheCrazedSpartan for joining me today. And as always, I'll see you guys later. Rapscallion!
Rapscallion! I'm getting closer.